What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another lucky dip, and we're back with another one from Izzy. Another Izzy dip from the All Killer No Filler playlist. And this one is by a group, maybe an artist, but I'm guessing the group Imagination. And the track is Just an Illusion, which is a nice symmetry, right? The idea of something being imaginary and the song title referring to something which is just an illusion, meaning having no actual substance or material. And so we're sort of in the realm of perception and epistemology. Now, it could be a dance tune, meaning these are phrases, but not necessarily something which is going to be spun out into a narrative or some philosophical treatise. But yeah, it's a nice association between the group name and the track title. But yeah, I don't think I've heard of Imagination. I mean, it's a familiar enough term, of course, but as far as I know, I don't think I've heard anything by a musical group called Imagination. Nevertheless, let's see what I can pick up on first listen. This is Imagination, and the track is Just an Illusion, part of a special Lucky Dip playlist, All Killer No Filler, provided by great friend Izzy World. Having said that, this little melodic run feels a bit familiar. No, I don't think I've heard it.
It's just an illusion, and almost confusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion, and almost confusion. It's just an illusion. Could it be a picture in my mind? Never sure. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. In all this confusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. In all this confusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. And all this confusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion.
I like that a lot. Synth, soul, funk pop, somewhere in there. Definitely some keyboard sounds. Not quite like a dance floor feel, but definitely got a nice danceable groove to it. Major soul vibes in the vocals and just kind of the lush sonic atmosphere. A bit of funk, especially in that bass line, which had a section in the back half where it seemed to get a bit funkier and flourish a little bit. And yeah, as far as I can tell, it's sort of playing the idea of an illusion on both sides, like talking about having experiences and feelings and going through life and hoping that it's not just an illusion, but then also seemingly talking about, you know, we're here and then we're gone, and it's this fleeting, ephemeral type of thing. And in that regard, it's almost like it's just an illusion. It's, you know, we're having these concrete experiences, it's tangible life and whatever, and poof, it's gone. And so all those meetings, all those feelings, all those interactions are as if they are just an illusion. So again, it felt like the title phrase was maybe on both sides of that, wanting it to be as real as possible, but recognizing that on a larger scale, it is essentially just an illusion. So let me know if I'm missing that. And in fact, that the three-part phrase, and those backing vocals really did have a soulful feel to them. And I think there was two different lead vocalists, like the one that had this kind of deeper and almost spoken form of delivery, and then the high, like, verse delivery, which I think was the one that was kind of flourishing and doing some vocalizations at the end. And that voice, it reminded me a bit of George Michael. Like, as I was hearing it, I was like, man, like George Michael would totally kill this track in a good way. So yeah, it felt like it was in that kind of vein where, you know, a higher voice, but one that has grace to it. So I very much enjoyed it. But that repetitive, or not repetitive in a bad way, but like that repetition phrase, was it like, can it be enough? I kept like evolving what I thought it was saying, and I wondered, like, you know, just an illusion, this fleeting thing, like, can it be enough, or is it enough? I wondered if that was essentially the meaning, but I wasn't sure if I was hearing that right. And every time I went around, I was like really keyed in on it, like, nope, I still am no closer to knowing definitively what they're saying there, in part because they're so high with the vocal delivery. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was a very smooth, feeling type of tune, which feels, again, like there's a bit of meta reality with that, because it wants you to experience it and feel it and to, you know, vibe with it in the fleeting moment that it's here. So definitely a cool track. Shout out to Izzy once again. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.